if the other team gets it, we're gonna lose, so we're gonna ban it. But recently Hanzo has been left alone a couple times.
Yeah, that is true. Hanzo has been open. All the teams has been finding for a solution for weeks, and Tracer Malfurion has been coming out, as I mentioned before. That seems to be the counter. Let's see if Miracle is willing to take that pair. And we did see that pair before. Judy's Tracer was not it. I don't think that was the answer. Maybe against Feliz, maybe, but still, I have doubts. I have big doubts that they're going to bring it out tonight.
All right, we'll have to see. And I just noticed that the map name is in Korean today.
All the UI is in Korean, so it's BOE, guys. Just mentioned. It is Battlefield of Eternity. We have Genji Ban. Easy one is Hanzo, of course. Letting Feliz take Hanzo on this map is a big risk, unless they have something crazy planned, which I mentioned already. Tracer. I don't think they should be bringing that out. They should be just going back to their old ones. Bring some Junkrats, make those super plays sometimes, try as a defensive move or an offensive move.
Yeah, and like, Garrosh ban. Okay. Well, I was gonna say, if they do leave Hanzo out, and how you were talking about early on before we got into the ban pick phase about how teams are trying to still look for the counter, that perfect counter for Hanzo, and maybe Miracle wanted to try out some different composition against Hanzo, because they probably knew by banning Garrosh that Feliz was going to take Hanzo away.
Well, Miracle last time when this happened, they were grabbing lots of CCs, to make sure that Hanzo cannot escape. And you can put out that damage so you can secure the kill onto Hanzo at least. That's exactly why you have a dive comp with an Uberak, even Tehaka sometimes. Junkrat, a Tracer did work a little bit, not too much, so they're gonna go around and wait for what's going to happen for Feliz later. But just go for that gray main Uther so far. Nothing too crazy.
Yeah, nothing special. We are used to seeing these picks, when Hanzo is left open, Hanzo is taken, and then for the counter, or the other side, the opposing side usually takes Uther and Greymane, or Greymane and Uther, whichever order, it doesn't matter. But we're probably gonna see a Rehgar come out from Feliz now, take away a healer, maybe. That's how the first 2-3 picks go usually. But we do get the ETC out first.
Yeah, ETC out first before the second ban phase, because it seems like Miracle is going for that tank choke.
Yep.
Garrosh used to be their most favorite one to play all the time, so they make sure to have that tank, the solid front line with the CC before the second ban phase, and also picking a solo lane.
Oh, okay.
This was somewhat expected. I'm pretty sure Feliz is smelling that. Are they gonna use Tracer once again? Maybe, that seems likely. So, which is a big. Blaze is a big counter against those pulse bombs, so they want to grab it early. So Feliz, so far their draft seems very calculated. I like this draft going in for the second ban.
Yeah, we'll have to see what Miracle responds with the bans, because maybe taking. Do you think it's a possibility where Miracle may ban a healer to force Feliz into? Okay, they're gonna ban Malfurion, or they're considering it. And I was thinking, they may ban a healer and make Feliz uncomfortable with whatever their composition they're trying to make, or they're trying to bring out, to force them into, or force them out of their comfort zone.
Yep, that's usually why you ban one of the heroes. And of course they already got their support as in a team as Uther.
Yep.
Mouth, not the greatest pair with ETC Blaze, but seems like that might be the way to go. I would like to see Rehgar instead.
Yeah. But they do stick with the Malfurion ban. Usually it's more common seeing Uther and Rehgar for the supports on either side. So unless one team is working with a composition where Malfurion is most certainly needed, a Rehgar ban for the support, if you're gonna go for the support ban, would be more reasonable. But this time around they do go with the Malf, and Tyrael ban comes out as well from Feliz's side.
Okay. Malfan is also okay, going for that long fight. Maybe if they're looking for that poke war, they will have that long time over healing. But Liu played mostly Rehgar and Uther. Malfurion down by 2 times compared to those two. And Rehgar, his ancestral when he was going for the kills. Liu was at the beginning. I didn't think that he was the shining player as a support though. Comparing to other supports in the better teams, I think he's actually playing decently in Feliz, but maybe one that's carrying the team fight sometimes.
Okay. Well, now Feliz taking away Tyrio to, take away just one target CC for Hanzo to, maybe have a better time doing his DPSing in the back in front of when we have the ETC and Blaze in front during the team fights. So far Feliz, we haven't. Now we're at the pick phase finally after the 2-second bans.
I think with the Tyrio ban, they're forcing an Uberak to come out, but they're gonna hide that until the very end. They're picking Leeming with Martial here.
Okay.
Which is the Miracle is going super standard. Of course, Gunja, his Anubarak was not the most solid one. Last time, lots of CC misses, skill missed, the timing was off. His positioning did not seem like he was a good tank player, to be frankly honest to you guys. I think they're trying to hide that as a last pick. It seemed like with the Tyrio ban, they wanted to force that in a little bit more. But Miracle is willing to let all the DPS out there and then hide Gunja's pick for the last one.
Yeah, it makes sense because Feliz, they already have the 2 front lines. They have the solo lane, so they're most likely not gonna take another tank. So they aren't afraid of hiding that until the end, like G-Clef said. But we do have Leeming and Greyman, with the flask and the pokes, with the arcanes. They might just go with the pokes before they get into an actual team fight, a 5v5 full health team fight. But we do get the Rehgar and the Falstad for Feliz.
Yeah, Rehgar was basically a given answer, unless they really wanted to go around and pick Stukov against the dive, which could have been also okay. But Falstad is a little tricky one. Maybe they just want to poke out, and when Miracle tries to initiate, I think that big gust will be the disengage tool for Feliz. I think they are feeling confident against Miracle here in this small map. They want to be on top of rotation. They have the poke. They have Hanzo for themselves. With a solid 2 frontliner with ETC and Blaze, so they're not really willing to fight too much, but just go with that objective and push the lanes by pushing from the back line with Hanzo. Hanzo is all their damage, some pokes from Falstad just to secure themselves the safety. That's what Feliz is thinking with their team comp. Yeah,
but it just seems like, Miracle also doesn't really have truly a dive comp with Leeming and, Greyman. When throwing flash, they may poke before getting into or engaging in a team fight, and Anubarak does come out. But with Feliz's pick, if Falstad gets a good gust and ETC holds them in place with Hanzo and Blaze doing the rest of the deals with Falstad as backup damage, like you said, they might actually do the initiating rather than get initiated by Miracle.
Yep, here it seems Feliz has really watched how Miracle is going with their role swaps. They have changed, and they have changed hero pools too. And it seems like so far they're not really the biggest one with the widest hero pool at the moment. Gunja still picking Anubarak when few others were available. Of course, Tyrio banned, ETC taken away onto the other team. I think in terms of drafting, Feliz has won this one.
Definitely, Feliz looks like they got what they wanted, and their team comp also seems like a little bit more solid and stable compared to what Miracle can do. So we'll have to see if that comes true in this first game.
And it is the best Leeming. The Arcane Leeming, I love that skin so much. And we have an official. Liu did not quit, guys. He seems like we have a disconnection issue.
Okay. We do have the technicians at the computer, as you can see on the screen.
Yes, you guys can guess. When we have that many people behind a single player, it means there's something wrong.
That means he needs a massage and a drink. That's what he needs.
And sometimes things happen. Or sometimes players actually kick the computer, kick the PC, and then the power goes out or the cable disconnects for some reason, and then things happen. But
what do you mean for some reason? He kicks it so it gets disconnected.
Well, it's not because they were angry or anything like that, but sometimes things happen in life, and computers are not perfect. We always have to protect them and upgrade them all the time.
Yeah. Well, we'll see if this delay is not gonna ruin anybody's mood, because nothing has started yet. Good thing, because if this happens in the middle of the game or after like a team fight, then that's when you start getting tilted, especially if you were the winning team. But good thing that this happened in the beginning, and let's hope that all the the mess is fixed and cleaned up before we get into our first match of the day.
Here, when we have some time ending,
Yeah.
and here comes the official HGC Korea question.
No.
No?
I decline. No. What? What is it?
Okay.
What is it?
So, the G-Class question of the day. Do
I
you
plead my Fifth Amendment.
Okay, do you agree with pineapples on pizza?
No.
No?
Did I answer
Did you
wrong?
just say no?
Did I answer wrong?
There is only one answer.
Did you ask me pineapple on pizza? You didn't ask me Hawaiian.
That's still
I
the
think
same
I
thing.
think the way you asked the question was wrong from the beginning. What do you think?
Pineapples on pizza is always right, unless they put corns, which I don't like in Korea at all. And it's very weird. They put sweet potato corn sometimes. I don't get it. I don't get that part. But as long as they have cheese and pineapple, that's okay.
Okay.
I will say no to corns though.
Okay. No to go. Understandable. And I like Hawaiian.
Hawaiian is okay. Yes.
Hawaiian is
ham pineapple. It's all right.
but yeah.
And
Hawaiian's
we did
okay.
get confirmation it's some kind of client issue, game client issue, and we are playing this one on the tournament server, guys.
Yep.
So maybe we have no idea actually.
Yeah,
so we
they
don't want
just
to lie.
Yeah, we're not gonna lie. We'll tell you the truth. Just all we heard was client issue. Period. Literally.
Things can happen.
Yeah.
Well, computers is a complicated thing. I tried it. I ordered every single part of the computer.
Yeah.
Even the case and the motherboard, the CPU and graphics card, a RAM, and
Yeah.
blah 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 blah. All those
Yeah.
fans. It took me 10 hours to build that.
Wow.
For the first time, and
Okay,
then
for
I
the
was
first
getting worried after I put everything in. Is this even working? And I turned it on. It didn't work for the first 10 minutes.
Oh no.
And then I said, oh, why did I waste this time when I can actually pay $20 extra for them to put everything together, and then I can just push that power button and plug it and play my games.
So what happened at the end?
I fixed it.
Oh, you fixed it?
Yes, I kicked it.
Ah. Okay.
We're back. Well,
yeah, I was actually being surprised.
I was being super technical, and I kicked it. Like the old TVs, if you bang it once, like with the antennas and stuff, it works, right?
Yeah.
That's how you fix machines.
Yeah. And Super Nintendo, like for the packs, you do the and it doesn't work. You hit it once and
perfect. Yes, that is the answer against all the machines.
Yeah.
You hit it, and not too hard that it
Yeah.
breaks, but just softly, gently, bam, and then it's all good.
Yeah.
And that's what happened to my computer.
Oh, okay.
And
well,
I have a coffee lake now.
nice.
Very nice.
Well, when you said it took you 10 hours to build your first your computer, I missed out the word first time building it. So I
yes,
was like,
very first time. I will
10
never.
hours, like,
I will never.
Were
do
you
that
actually
again.
making your chips and your RAM chips and stuff? I was like, 10 hours. That's too long. But it was your first time.
I had a huge case, a very expensive case.
Okay.
Actually, my case cost more than the motherboard.
Oh, okay.
For some reason, I don't know. And then I was trying to design it. The designing part was pretty hard. Do I want my hard drive down here or on the side or the fans? And because I had no idea.
And the wiring as well.
Yeah, wiring was pretty hard.
Yeah.
And
that's probably the hardest part, where you want to keep it clean. You know, you don't want it to overlap. And sometimes when I first built my computer, that was, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 years ago.
Really?
And it took me a very long time. So that's why I understand it was your first time and took 10 hours. But the wiring, the reason I'm talking about the wiring is because I didn't clean it. So like my wire, not clean it, like I organized it.
Okay.
Yeah, I organized the wiring, but I did it wrong. So in the beginning it was good. It was holding tight, and then as time went on, it started to lose strength, and my computer started making this tick, 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 tick sound. It was that weird sound, and obviously I opened it up, and the wiring was hitting the fan, one of the casing fans, and I was like, oh my gosh.
The system fans, yes, system cooling fans. I put 4 extra. They're working fine. They're
okay.
I like it.
Spend some money.
It's all white.
Spend some money. Okay.
All white. Oh,
okay.
I got it for cheap.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I got it for a super cheap price. But that's enough about computers, guys. And I have no idea what's going on. And I know VSL has pretty good computers. From what I remember, 6700Ks, 144 hertz monitors, and pretty good graphics card. At least 1070 Ti, maybe 1080. I think from what I know, they have pretty good computers. They had just upgraded it before HGC started.
Yeah.
And I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, and you're talking about VSL's computer, and your personal computers. But VSL, they did host other tournaments with other games. I'm not gonna mention the names, but other games which need higher, very high specs for the computer for it to run. And for that tournament as well, they upgraded it. So I'm pretty sure that it's not lack of being a graphics card, of being bad, or lack of RAM.
Oh, I'm sure you guys will say, "Where's the game? Let's start the game already." These guys are resident sleepers, but we are actually going into more of a difficult technical difficulty here. So we are actually changing the entire computer to a brand new one. Oh,
or not.
How did they do so fast?
Yeah,
well, I heard that like a minute ago, and then I guess when they were trying to change the computer, it was fixed for some reason, and then okay. Anyhow, we're back in game. Yes, we have 5v5. Everything's fine. Liu is there. He's moving around. Regar and the best mecha skin.
At least we skipped the part where we wait for the door to open. We are right into the game with the laning phase already. And here we go.
It's all good, everyone. We're in game number 1. Miracle versus Feliz, the first one. Let's see how well Aimer actually uses that false stat. I think it is his second time. Yes, it is his second time using that false stat. Sometimes he was trying to guts from the back line. But he came right in the middle of the enemy team and he died instantly. Twice.
I remember. I think that was last week Sunday last week Sunday cast when I was there and we were talking about that.
That was painful. And maybe improved. This is only 2 lane maps, so it is kind of easier to tell where the enemy is. And you can kind of see the timing if you just listen to your teammates. Someone's missing from lane. Okay, I shouldn't be pushing. Then you know your timing.
Yeah, but it seems like they're not gonna give Miracle's top laner to a chance to push. Anyways, they are keeping that 2-man at top, trying to get rid of that fountain super early. And wow, this is not gonna end well if this continues. If Miracle lets this continue.
Yep, have those ranged against a melee alone there. And on the other side here, Miracle did break through the wall, but Hanzo has that wave clear. Of course, so much more at 4. So before that, Miracle wants to use the camp to their side, so they want to push as much as possible before Hanzo hits 4. Maybe they are actually switching lane. They want to go for all in.
Okay,
this may be a keep wall trade at least.
Yeah, it is. It definitely seems like it because, like we just saw at top, the fort is going down.
Yeah, because Miracle, they have their camps. They got their lead. They want to go in a little bit more. And they're rotating around now.
All right.
Never mind, not too much in.
They're going for the camps. They're playing it safe. Like G Club mentioned, they just traded that top and the 12 o'clock and the 6 o'clock camps.
I'm pretty sure someone in chat will be screaming, Swift raging, base trade, let's go, core race. I don't think it's happening here. But we had a single game in Korea long time ago. It was not from the beginning until the end. Just go to that core race. But
really?
After 5 minutes, they decided to do so. And then there was one game. I don't remember which teams. But it was pretty entertaining.
All right, well, the Angels are out.
Immortals, of course, the race in terms. Feliz with Hanzo, I think they have. But they're coming in here defending right now because without Franco, they don't have much damage. They don't have much poke to do when Miracle actually has 3 DPS on their side.
All right, so they are defending and they successfully push out Miracle for now. They are just gathering up and they're probably waiting for Falstad to just grab that EXP super fast and then come up. And it seems like Hanzo is doing the damage right now.
Hanzo is chunking down. Him alone would be doing more damage, but Miracle, once they get closer to the Immortal, let's see the halftime.
There we go.
Miracle is going to win for now because they got their initial positions and they were doing a lot more damage, but Hanzo alone, that's close to the damage, 2.5k off only. And position is a little bit better for Miracle, I would say, because they're already on it. There's a power slide connecting with the CC, and Gunta's the first one to go here. The giant orb from Judy connects here. They are so low. Hanat is trying to sustain himself on that flame. HG2 gets bodied by the Immortal. OJ was trying to power slide it at that moment, but Does not go in.
Okay. Well, that team fight was a small team fight. We just lost Gunza, and you know I'd have to say the ETC going around the back and pushing them in, it was pretty good. And they, even though they do take that one kill away from Miracle, Miracle gets their immortal, and they are gonna push that top lane.
Yeah, that was I'd say that was more than worth it. They got what they wanted. They were pushing anyhow, and if they lost this, they would have had false head onto the other lane. So it could have been a worst case scenario for them. And this is where they need to push because they had 3 DPS, they had the damage.
Yep.
Last time Judy was basically free to do the damage. I think this is enough. They don't have to be super aggressive.
Okay, the wall does go down. So they open up top and they get the well down, and now we are back to our normal laning phase. Seems like getting the camp, but here they
try to catch on to Sniper, does escape. But meanwhile, Martel is doing the camp at the bottom lane. So that will be alright, even if it was not a kill. Sniper still forced to go back. So meanwhile, Feliz is using that time to do this camp. A little late, but they have the answer, who's Hanzo.
Yep, they do have Hanzo, and you know, unfortunately for Feliz right now, they them losing the Immortal. Miracle got that door open at top, but Feliz has yet to open that door up for themselves at bot right now. So we'll have to see if Miracle is able to capitalize on that small experience gain from top and having that door open. Maybe they could go into a team fight, pick 1 or 2 off, and try to get that fort down at top as well, because the bottom fort is already down.
Yeah, that's just usually what happens. As Feliz, I think they, so far, their rotation is not too slow, not too quick, but they are maintaining their speed against Miracle. They don't want to contest too far ahead. They want to go for that 10, level 10, and then make sure they can keep Hanzo alive. Maybe a great mosh pit. Maybe if they really want to force their issue.
Okay.
I don't think we're going to see stage dive tonight on this map, especially because they already have Falstad.
Yeah.
So I would say less than negative 10% of a stage dive. If there's a big mosh pit, of course, the big target would be Li Ming. Just Li Ming alone, one-man mosh would be enough, because Li Ming would be the straight counter with the wave of force against that mosh pit. If they get that kill onto Li Ming before the team fight even breaks off, Feliz will take the team fight for sure.
Yeah, definitely. And Li Ming having that great, that huge amount of burst damage and the poke damage. Like Chico said, getting Li Ming out of the equation is just almost 100% win for Feliz with the team fight. But yes, the Immortals are back out. For now, they are gathering up and defending for now. And we do have Greymane and Falstad going at it at top.
Yeah, all these players, as there are roles. There are certain roles that what you have to do during team fights. You have to know your role. You have to be there at the positions. Of course, it doesn't always work out the way it should. And you always think to yourself what I should do. There's that wave of force from Li Ming. As ETC, you really have to go in after that is used, or you have to grab that Li Ming. That should be your #1 priority in the team fight. And OJ going around, looking for that big power supply. See, going into Judy right away. There was a teleport.
There we go. A noob trying to initiate. The Impale does not connect.
Good cleanse has been used by Liu, and meanwhile Falstad has been just wave clearing on the side. But this is still okay, Martel. Percent damage takes a long time, and when Franco can actually poke this one out pretty easily by himself.
Right. Falstad comes in.
And then buy some time. There's a power slide. OJ trying to look for the angle of that mosh pit, but they will win the halftime regardless. So that was not even needed.
Yeah, definitely. And Li Ming is very low on health right now. She has to stay back just in case, and they're just gonna go all at it at the Immortals on either side. But obviously this time around, Feliz will take the Immortal.
They lost their big tools. Yeah, of course. Mosh pit was still available. The Mighty Gust is still available for Feliz. So Miracles, they could have went if they wanted to go all out, but if they want to risk it, if they lose it, then they will basically give the game away to Feliz. So they didn't want to take that risk. They want to go for a safer move here.
Yeah, and like you said, it was the safer pick to go for the Immortal and maybe use that Gust combo later on after the Immortal goes down. So they definitely saved that for now. And we do have Falstad once again. We have the mosh pit, 3-man.
Grabbing all the man, of course, getting that Li Ming out. Had to be done by Jaehyun. But meanwhile, the damage was not there. That's the thing. The bunker did not help too much.
Yeah, and Falstad did come right when the mosh pit, you know, procced, but a little late, and the gust pushing them back did not save ETC from that.
Even that cleanse was very late. I gotta say, there's Ancestral connecting onto Manhattan. Seems like yes,
still dies
away. Maybe that was on cooldown. Nicely done by Greymane, just picking up that kill there. Feliz, they're not really going in aggressive, I would say, but their teamwork during that team fight when they initiate, it's the puzzles are not fitting together so well for now.
Yeah,
that was a great mosh pit, but no follow-up.
Yeah, it was. We did have the 3-man mosh pit, Leeming included in the mosh pit, and you know we saw their Hanzo, Blaze, and Rehgar trying to do everything they can. You know, Falstad joins the team a little late, right when the mosh pit was about to end, and uses the guts just to try to save ETC, but unable to save him. So, I don't know. I don't know if we should say, you know, Falstad coming into the team fight a little late was the fault, or just Leeming getting caught all the way in the back. She didn't take too much damage, and the front line actually took the damage, but you know they all lived.
Well, if they wanted to go for the perfect one, wait, hold on to it as Guja tried to initiate a little bit as they were missing Falstad.
Yep.
Or sometimes what you do against a global, you force a fight and call the hero with the global, like the Haka or Falstad, to the side, and then try to do 5v5. Here goes in. There's a borrow charge onto Hanzo. Good cleanse, so Frankel will survive.
Okay,
now Gunza is in a dangerous zone. There's another cleanse from Uther. Nicely done from both teams. But this fort is going down. Sniper doing last bit of damage.
Okay, they're gonna let this one go? Okay.
Not enough. Still a few more waves will be pushing, but meanwhile, this was 4v5.
Yep.
Falstad has been pushing that bottom lane, but at least getting that extra soak. What we talked about, they were confident enough. They had the patience. Falstad was about to come. That was a great angle to gust them from behind. But they didn't really risk it. Fort was kind of too low for them to go in. So they didn't make that big move. Both teams being super safe today. Not being aggressive from the early game. If they want to snowball their lead, which they have a little bit right now for Feliz, I think they could have opened that move.
Yeah.
Not doing it now.
Yep. You know, you mentioning them both playing safe, especially for Feliz. They have 0 wins right now for games played, and you know even though they won't make it to top 4, they might just want to get rid of that 0 in the win section and at least record 1 win before they the season ends.
Yeah. Also the mission for Feliz, not for Feliz. Miracle should be with their new roles.
Yeah.
How they want to work this one out. How they want to initiate. What they want to do with the team fight in the draft, and this kind of these 3 DPS may work out. Judy moving into a mage role.
Yep.
I don't follow that too much. Let's see if that works out as Tracer. Not the best. His Leeming seems a little bit better. There's that damage going into OJ. Nicely done.
In the meantime, they do get the camp on the left side.
And Frankel's scatter arrow has been poking that Immortal alone.
Yeah.
And that may be enough. Ooh, Gunza dives in way too
late.
Not way too late, but you can see him coming in. It's going to be super easy to dodge that. So I've been questioning his positioning all the time. You should be hiding yourself just like now, and then go in to Falstad or maybe Hanzo, which should be the best target, especially when the cleanse is off, or at least try to draw that cleanse away.
Yeah. Right now, Miracle's Immortal is just getting poked down, and if they're not gonna do anything, they should just go to the lane.
There's an initiate from Gunza, and that's all gone. Hanzo is blown up. Exactly. That's how you go in from a blind spot. Gunza finally does it, and Miracle with that kill.
All right.
Taking them. The Immortal is so close, 600. So
okay,
goes from the side, and that's gonna be Immortal going for Feliz, but can he make it out of here? He just used the flight. Does that better roll? Let's see, Uther is going around the map.
Well, he already used that flight to get into that Immortal, so okay, there we go with the barrel roll.
He's buying some time. I think it's going to be kill. Oh. Divine Shield even committed here.
Okay. Okay, unexpected. Probably, personally, I don't think it was needed to kill that Falstad alone. But maybe they wanted to just, I don't know, fat fingered it. Misclicks. But either way,
there are things in life that you just can't understand.
Yeah.
And that was one of the moments.
Yeah. I was trying to explain it as best as possible, but
I do not understand. Yeah. I do not follow that decision by Jay. And of course, they're not going to fight right now, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
But that's still on cooldown for a long time.
Yeah.
When they could have actually forced this 5v4
yeah.
after the remote will go down right here and then try to fight better. If they end up losing members when Hanzo could be back, Falset could fly in. Let's see if that costs them at all.
Alright, they did try to pick off that ETC, but obviously not gonna happen. Gunza does land the Impale and the Burrow Charge, but not enough. Not enough damage.
Well, if I was a Falstad player at that moment, getting that Divine Shield out of Huther, I think I'll be happy dying.
Okay.
And then I'll just type in chat, oh, Divine Shield is out by the way. And I got the immortal for you guys, so it's a good trade.
Yeah, definitely was. Definitely was a good trade. Here we go. We do have that little messy team fight. ETC tries to go in.
Pinball damage is actually a lot here. OJ taking the damage. Sniper goes in. There's the disengage from the Gush.
And the Ancestral was used on the ETC.
And meanwhile, they are getting the camp. And Feliz, I don't think they know this at all. So that Gust disengage was actually a good use for Miracle. Just to secure them this camp on top.
Yeah, especially, well, now it's back. But, you know, Miracle was down the Divine Shield. So they wanted to probably just, if it was unavoidable, they might have fought, but they probably were thankful that, you know, they were gusted away and not, you know, dragged into a team fight. But now they are all ready.
Ooh, Aimer is on top of rotation today. I'm liking his Falstad play. That's Falstad 101 right there. If you know that the enemy team is missing, you should go back a little bit to your safe zone at least, and then just not die, not get ganked from the upcoming rotation. They're going for the race. Can they actually win this? Let's see the numbers right now going towards Miracle does win the halftime.
Sure. Miracle did get that slight early start on that Immortal, but now it seems like Feliz decides to defend their Immortal.
Because Feliz, if they just defend, and because they have poke, I think they can buy lots of time. It is a little harder.
Yeah.
For Miracle, they do have some percent damage and Li Ming's poke, but their front line is pretty okay. OJ standing right there, Hanaton onto the side. So they also go for the defense. Let's see who makes that initiation. One good power slide onto Judy, or even here comes in there. Good disengage onto Franco. Franco was trying to bait that out in a way.
Okay.
Goes in alone, Tormented Soul, but H82 is buying so much time, so much damage onto the entire team of Feliz. He's on the chase. There's a Cocoon. Keeping Hanzo alive. Power slide even cancelled with the CC. And it goes down. H82 alone carries this team fight.
Wow. Alright, that was a good initiate, or, you know, buying time by himself. And they get the Immortal as well. 2-man down. They get the 2 kills. Wow, this just turns it around. You know, their experience and level difference, there wasn't any level difference. But now, finally, we do have the first level difference of the game today. But, you know, at least Feliz did hit they had 16, so they're not.
It was a weird response from Feliz. They had lots of CCs. They had lots of CCs. I guess he was waiting for a better angle to power slide in and mosh pit. And they also had Gus was used right before, so that couldn't be it. But they had the bunker. Yeah. From what I know, that was not on cooldown, and that was used a little bit too late. Yeah. That coordination was not there. I would like to see that next time from Feliz. But that teamfight H82 hard carried in.
Well, they're Immortal. They're gonna definitely get this door open. There we go with Li Ming's poke. Now, before that teamfight happened, I was gonna say, you know, Hanzo, Scatter Arrow, and Li Ming's Arcane Orb. You know, Li Ming's Orb is easier to dodge. You know, Hanzo's Scatter Arrow is so fast, it's hard to dodge. If it's coming your way, you're gonna get hit by it. And it just, I feel bad for Li Ming. I feel bad for Judy for, you know, everybody dodging.
Comes to disengage.
Pokes. There we go.
And
with the bunker down.
There's a mosh pit, but is the cancel by Li Ming. And even ETC is now trapped, and Blaze cannot get out of there. H82 look at those damage after the bunker is out after the disengage. Big Toe Mighty Gust has been used already, so there's nothing to stop H82 from having those souls drained out of all the members. So Jaeyoung goes down, but this core is chunking down from all the damage from Li Ming, from the entire team of Miracle, 20% down to 10% now. This game will go to Miracle, and they're going to take game number 1 in Battlefield of Eternity.
Yeah, that last team fight, we did have the bunker down. We did have that mosh pit going, even though it did get canceled later on. But it seemed like Feliz was the one who wanted to initiate before their keep was going to go down. But, you know, their initiation backfired, and they just lost. They lost the keep, they lost the team fight, and they lost the game.